All right. So, in life, you learn a lot of different things. And, I've been blessed to be able to survive and have survival skills my entire life. You know, I don't like to brag about everything that I've done in my life because a lot of things I've done in my life is in the past. But also, I'm not ashamed of the things I've done because the things that I've done in my past is how I got here, bad or good. So it's all learning experience, learning lessons. So I know it's dark, I can put the light on, but I like it this way. This is how I like it, And I don't want to be like nobody else. I want to do this story just like it is right now. So, um, I'm from Chicago, from the west side of Chicago, but I didn't never limit myself to just one side. I was everywhere in Chicago, and was a definitely top notch, real hustler. And because I never limited myself to a side, I never felt like that I just belonged at one place. I felt comfortable and I felt at home everywhere I went. I just had the confidence and the swag. So this trip is not gonna this story is not gonna be about Chicago, but it's gonna be about a trip that I went on. And I had to fly out to L.A. So I flew out to L.A. and I brought a bunch of money with me, um, maybe like $9,000 at the time. I brought it with me, and I had it in my pocket. But I flew out there, and then I end up spending way too much money in the first couple of days of me being out there. So I was staying over out in Atwater Village, uh, in LA, and I ended up running out of money. So I have I don't really have too many people that I knew and that I knew in LA at the time. I really didn't know anybody, to be quite honest. But it didn't matter to me because as I said, I felt comfortable anywhere I went. But I did bring stuff that I could sell. I had stuff that I could sell, and that was my backup plan in case anything happened anyway. So just turns out that after spending too much money, I need to I need to make some more money, and I need to do it while I'm in California. So I woke up one morning, everything was paid for, so I didn't no jeopardy of me like being out in the streets or anything like that. But it was just I didn't really have no spending money. You know what I mean? So 'cause I spent it all. Um, I did have debit cards and different things like that, but I challenged myself not to go deeper into my accounts at the time. That's the way I am still to this day. So once I'm out of money, I just have to figure out a way to make it. So I end up there was a gas station in the hood, and what I ended up doing is I had a bunch of Jordans with me. I brought maybe like 8 or 9 pair of Jordans, and I had to I was gonna have all I need is one pair of shoes. I had about maybe 8 more days left on the trip, and so I set up at the gas station, and I just jumped down real quick. You know what I mean? I jumped down at a gas station in the hood and started selling Jordans. It's just the survival mentality. The hustling mentality, and I started getting sales. Hispanics was coming through, blacks was coming through, and they was, they they had never seen anything like that. They didn't see a hustler of that magnitude just jump down in their city and start selling, and it didn't matter what colors I had on. They knew I was different because I was comfortable and I was confident, and they was rocking with me. They was coming to pay for what I asked, the prices I was asking. I ended up selling each pair. Um, I sold each pair of Jordans for 250 a piece, nothing less, 250 a piece. They was all classics, you know, and that got me to jump back down. It made me got me some money to last through the rest of the days I had out there. But it was just the spirit of just knowing that I'm comfortable anywhere, that I'm going to be successful and I'm going to be able to survive. And it's not going to be no issues, right? So because of that, it's just that's the way I've been in my life in general. So just to say this is that you always got to be confident and comfortable if you're a hustler, and that's how I am. Again, I don't brag about nothing in my past life, but it got me here. My past life is what got me here. So I'm not ashamed of it. You know, but yeah, I jumped down real quick in LA and started getting money. Just like that. And I built relationships in LA from that time. I built strong relationships, strong bonds with people out there because they seen how I was, and they we still rock to this day. That's like 11 years ago. We still rock to this day. Every time I come down to LA, I hit them up, and they want to see if I got something else to sell, etc. But I'm always cautious too. You know what I mean? I'm cautious with anything, and I'm always prepared. So that was just a quick story about how to survive and when you're a hustler and the things that you got to do. All right, I'm out.